This is Phobophobia, a horror game where each level embodies a different fear. I've started work on level 4 recently, Hemophobia, the fear of blood. Today, I'll be showing you the new level and features I've been working on, and our map designer will break down the layout. Later in this video, I might even show off the new monster I made for this level. Anyways, let's get right into this. Level 4 centers on the fear of blood. Players must move carefully and be as quiet as they can to avoid the monsters that are lurking in this level. The map is full of claustrophobic areas and very little lighting. This forces the player to rely on their flashlight, which isn't always reliable. Anyways, now I'm gonna hand it off to Ported.
You enter level 4 through this hallway. It requires a valve to be turned in order to open the door at the end of the hallway, which leads into the first of 3 areas, each area featuring a different set of valves that need to be turned in order to open said area's respective door. The first area is relatively basic, just having to walk around and turn the valves. Area 2 is a bit more complex. It has a maze of pipes that you need to navigate in order to get to the various valves in that location. Area 3 is a large pool of blood. You need to wade through and across in order to turn the valves in that area. Turning those valves in the blood pool drains the blood pool. Wow, I have said blood pool a lot. And that lets you access various rooms with generators that need to be turned on. And that as well allows you to get to the port and head deeper down into the next level.
Alright, now that you understand the general idea of level 4, it's time I talk about some of the new features I'm adding to make it great. One of the main new mechanics in level 4 are the blood pools. Certain areas of the level are flooded with blood. Players will need to swim through the blood to get to other areas and valves. These valves, most of the time, will either open a door or lower the blood pools in order to get to another valve that will open the door. Moving through the blood slows you down significantly, making you an easy target if the monsters can hear you. However, that's not the only new feature I've added for level 4. I've also added footstep sounds. Right now this only works on the flesh surfaces of level 4, but I'll expand it to all floors across the first 4 levels soon. Footsteps can alert monsters, so players can crouch to move quietly, though crouching has its own disadvantages. I also added valves that can be used to open doors, complete with sound effects and animations. It turned out really well and it adds another layer of interaction to the level. If you've been following this video and are excited about the game, I'd love for you to join our Discord. The link is in the description and the pinned comment, and well, it's actually going great. We're growing a small but dedicated community there, and it's a great way to get exclusive updates, ask questions more directly to me and Ported, and give feedback as I continue development. I also wanted to give a quick update on the Steam page. It's coming soon. I've already created some assets for it, but I'm planning to redo a few of them, and I still need to capture some screenshots in-game. I paid the fee, and I'm currently sorting out some payment details, so the page should hopefully go live within the next few weeks. And finally, a huge milestone. I now have an LLC. Iris Games is officially a legal company. This is a huge step for me because it allows me to have a Steam page, because otherwise I wouldn't really be able to easily pay the other person working on this game Ported. I still need to set up a business bank account, but this is an exciting moment and another step forward for the project. Now, I do want to talk about the monsters of level 4 soon, but first I want to talk about a big problem I ran into recently. I was moving the files of the ladder, which I use in levels 1 and 2, and while it's not complicated or anything, it still took some time. I accidentally deleted them. I don't even remember how. I deleted the backup as well. I don't really know how I messed that up. I honestly don't remember exactly how it happened, but it sucked. I ended up scrambling to try to fix it over the next day or so. In the end, I just decided to remake it from scratch because it wasn't that complicated, and I still had some of the code written down. It only took about a day, but still, it was a huge waste of time. That's a great reminder to back up your projects regularly, something I definitely need to do more often. It's something you should do too if you're working on any of your own projects. Now, if you watched any of my previous devlogs, you could probably see that this one was a lot more high quality. I still wanted to get this done within a few hours, but I wanted to actually spend some more time on this one. More importantly though, I actually wrote a script. I ended up rewriting the script many times, but still, I think it ended up coming out good. I ended up improving half of this anyways like usual, but still, at least I had a script at all this time. Anyways, more importantly, you're probably wanting to see this monster, and I guess I'll show it to you, but I did also want to say thank you for watching. Sorry that this is a very short one, and here is the monster. They're known as blind hounds, but they've gone through many different names throughout development. Originally, I think I called them flesh swimmers, and then I switched to blind hounds, and then there was pale swimmers, pale hounds. We've gone through too many names. And I don't really know which one we're gonna keep. Probably blind hounds, because that's the most recent one. And yeah, they're pretty threatening. They might not be the largest or most threatening looking monster, but they are threatening. As you could probably guess, they're blind, and if you make a single noise and they're close enough, they will immediately aggro on you, and there's pretty much no escaping them from there. After they attack you, they'll go back to whatever they're doing, and if you make another noise, they'll attack you once again. Also, if you try to run away, you're just making more noises, which is just going to lure more hounds, and most people are going to try to run away. This is going to cause them to get attacked by like 30 hounds, and then they're just going to get ripped apart.